Recently, I did a video on the top 10 worst hairlines in the NBA. So it's only right I do another video on the top 10 best hairlines in the NBA. And actually, this is the top 10 greatest of all time. Number 10 on the list of the greatest hairlines of all time goes to Udonis Haslem, 42 years old. The oldest current player in the NBA as of right now, as of May 9th, 2023. Shout out Udonis Haslem for staying in shape, taking care of his body, taking up a roster spot on the Miami Heat organization. And we remember when he had braids, man. And in 2011, cut his hair. He's been wearing this fro ever since. And I think it's impressive to be 40 plus years old and still be able to grow this type of fro. You know, his hairline doesn't show any signs of receding or thinning, or seems like it's solid. 42 years old, still can grow a fro. Udonis Haslem, you remember the hairline Hall of Fame. Number 9, Joe Johnson. I didn't even know Joe Johnson was in his 40s. But he don't look like he's 40 at all. It makes sense. He's been around for a while, you know. Staying in shape, taking care of yourself, man. This is a good look for a 40-year-old. I think he's officially retired. I'm not even really sure. He's into yoga now. He's been into yoga for a minute. You can catch him doing these yoga. He looks good for his age. Got his hair still in shape, taking care of himself. Joe Johnson, you've been inducted into the Hairline Hall of Fame. Number 8 on the list, Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is 41. Gotta tell you, man, his hairline, solid. I see absolutely no change from what he looked like when he was playing to what his hair look like now. No signs of balding, thinning, or receding. You know, his last year when he was in Miami, he experimented with a different hairstyle. He had the fro, and the fro turned into Iverson braids. Last year in the league, he was 38 years old. And to be 38 and still experiment with your hair, still be able to get a fro like that and braids, that's a pretty impressive feat, man. Y'all seen his dad? I don't know how old he is, but I know he older than 41. His dad still got his hairline too. Wade genetics winning in life, man. D-Wade and your daddy been stamped to the Hairline Hall of Fame. You know what this means, right? This means that even he will be a member of the Hairline Hall of Fame in the future. Which also means that she, 7 on the list. This is the first white guy that I'm putting on my list. Now, I normally don't put white people on my list. Give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Brian Windhorst. Seen him on ESPN. You seen him all over. ESPN gave him the keys. They made Brian Windhorst the face of the LeBron going to Miami shit. Just like kind of how they make Woj the face of breaking news. My thing, though, you've been working for ESPN for 10 years, people. You've been getting them ESPN checks for 10 years. Why you still fat? Your hairline is immaculate, but you still got fat turkey neck. Why? You on TV, dude. Just like you judging players, we judging you. I don't know if he got kids, but I know he's a married man, so he ain't pussy hunting no more. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the man's personal life. But if you married, you obviously shouldn't be pussy hunting. I don't know. I don't know this man. I just know what I see. And I see a man that's still fat and you getting money. You on TV, you supposed to look a certain way. Get your teeth fixed, have your hair looking right, shave down some weight, put on some earrings. We got some footage of somebody asking Brian, will he ever adopt a vegan diet? Here's what he had to say.
No.
I have footage of somebody asking Brian Windhorst, does he ever exercise? Will he ever exercise? Here's what he had to say.
No.
Regardless of all of that, 45-year-old white man, still got all your hair. And for that reason, you, sir, Brian Windhorst, are a member of the Hairline Hall of Fame. Number 6, Steven Jackson. All of a sudden, best friends with George Floyd after he got killed. All of a sudden, these niggas look damn the same, but we ain't know shit about none of this till he died. Am I the only one that finds that ironic? We ain't never, man, you would think these niggas is brothers. They got the same big fat ass nose. You would think they brothers. Why we ain't never seen Steven Jackson and George Floyd interacting with each other? If y'all know, then leave a comment or something. I just find it ironic how. Anyway, the Steven Jackson is one of them rare cases of people who, when he looks better now than when he did when he was playing. He glowed up when he was done playing. Nowadays, you can find Steven Jackson on All the Smoke. You could also catch Steven Jackson on Instagram, where he loves to just chime in on things and share his terrible, horrible perspectives and childish, ignorant opinions. But I still fuck with you, Stephen Jack. And for that reason, you been inducted and stamped to the Hairline Hall of Fame. Number 5, big fundamental. Tim Duncan. If he was playing nowadays, everybody would be calling him Duncan. Everybody loves saying that shit now. I'm him. And she can play it out real quick. Tim Duncan, though. Number 5. Y'all probably forgot about him. I know, because he's so low-key. I know. Tim Duncan, stay out there. He's the definition of skip my shit, stay out the way. All you casual fans probably didn't even realize how good of a hairline this man has. Yo, listen, man, this man 47 years old. And his hairline been the exact same since he got in the league. The exact same. Think about that. He played for 20 years. Look at this shit, man. Come on, man. Look at this shit. Look at the forehead to hairline ratio. Look at this. Incredible. This is good enough to be number 1 on this list. For real. You know, come on, man. This shit ain't fair, man. I'm jealous. There's only 2 people in this world that can just get locks at this late in their life. And that's Jay-Z and Tim Duncan. We ain't gonna question neither one of them. This man almost 50 years old. He got the hairline of a teenager. For that reason, that's why Tim Duncan is number 5 on this list. Tim Duncan, you've been submitted and stamped into the Hairline Hall of Fame. Before I get to the top 4, let me provide you guys with a little bit of context. Just check this out. Stacey King, Glenn Rice, Derek Coleman, Greg Anthony, Eric Snow, Bruce Bowen, BJ Armstrong, Chris Childs, Sam Cassell, Jason Kidd, Shaq, Doug Christie, Rick Fox, Bobby Jackson, Gary Payton, Darvin Ham. That's 15 guys that I just showed you on this list. And they all in the same era as the guys on this top 4 list. They all in their 50s and they all bald-headed except for 2 of them. Only 2 out of these 15. That's 2 out of 15. That's 13%. 13% of men still have their hair into their 50s. So these next 4 guys on this list, I consider them a rare breed, and I consider these guys blessed beyond measure. I'm not nowhere near my 50s, and I'm a little envious of these niggas my damn self. I'm not gonna lie to you. Number 4, Chris Webber. He 50, but his hairline 20. Hey, listen, man. You are extremely lucky to have your hair looking like this into the 4th quarter of your life. Extremely lucky. You have an advantage over every 50-year-old, every 40-year-old, and even some 30-year-olds. When you look like this, you could fuck 3 generations of women. Mama, your auntie, and the daughter, and the grandma. And for that reason alone, Chris Webber, you have been cemented into the Hairline Hall of Fame.
Thank you. I want to first thank God for his grace and mercy.
Number 3 on this list, Jim Jackson, 52 years old. There's some 25 to 34-year-old women looking at this man, and they probably like, ooh, he could be my sugar daddy. Look at him. And Jim Jackson, he could fuck your mama. He'll fuck your auntie. He'll fuck your girl, then go smoke a black and mild. This ain't fair. This is 52. Tall, handsome, rich, and got all your hair. God chose to give this man an unfair advantage in life. That's not fair for the rest of us, but for him, that's why he's in the top 3. And he's been stamped and cemented to the Hairline Hall of Fame. Number 2. Come on, man. You know who it is. You know who it is. Jalen Rose. Jalen is 50 years old. Now, out of all the guys on this list, he is without a doubt the most self-conscious when it comes to his hairline and his haircuts. You're not going to catch him on ESPN without no fresh lineup. You're just not. I'm already knowing he pays a ridiculous amount of money on haircuts. I Can't blame him, no. I mean, he got it like that. People question, is it real? Is it he got a wig, a fake? What people question, that's how good shit look.
Jalen Rose, first of all, that's a wig. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. And I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I understand.
All right? It's a wig.
Yeah.
I've even questioned it my damn self, but he don't never miss an opportunity to let you know and flex on your ass, let you know this shit real, all authentic, all his, all natural.
All natural flow, baby. All natural flow.
Jalen Rose is known for this goddamn hairline right here, this hair. He does dye his hair. You're 50 years old, you're gonna have some grays. He does dye his hair, but according to him,
Of course I put some color in my hair because it's only like 10 or 15% gray. If it was like 50% gray, then I wouldn't do it.
you could put him on a little list of haircuts at the barbershop. At 50 years old, you can put him on that list and have these young niggas be like, give me that Jalen Rose. Have a little 18-year-old like, I want that Jalen Rose. This man 50 years old, think about that. He could be an S-curl model for Lusters. He can be a brush promoter for waves, of 360 waves if he wanted to. It's an impressive feat for a 50-year-old, I gotta say. You really think he could have fucked Molly Quirm from first take if his hair didn't look like this? Come on, man. Jalen Rose, you've been stamped into the Hairline Hall of Fame. A lot of y'all probably thought I was gonna have Jalen Rose #1, and I can't blame you. I originally had him #1 before I dug a little deeper and realized that there's somebody with the greatest hairline of them all. He goes by the name of long nose Scottie Pippen. I'm gonna tell you why. Scottie Pippen, 57 years old, man. You're almost 60. Let's just say 60. You look old in the face. Well, then you look at his hair. You start to get confused. You're 57 years old, but your hair look like this? This shit right here is unbelievable. How come ain't nobody question him? Because he ain't on TV, right? He ain't on TV jibber-jabbing, talking shit. But he do be sneak dissing on Mike all the time. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen don't like each other. A lot of people don't like Michael Jordan, low-key. Jordan is just an asshole. A bald-headed asshole who will never be on this list. He wish he could be on this list. No, he don't. 57 years old, still can get the Iverson braids. Still can get a boozy fade if he wanted to. He could get locks if he wanted to. He be doing all the shit Jalen Rose ain't had braids yet, but I say yet because we never know. He might fuck around. We might see him with some braids. Part down the middle, 4 braids, like Anthony Davis. Or should I say like Scottie Pippen? Come on, man. This shit truly is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Do we got Native American Indian in his bloodline or something? I ain't trying to be racist, but the motherfuckers be having good ass hair. Good long fucking hair, like Pocahontas. 100% of all his hair in the 60s. Try to find a nigga that's 60 years old with his hair looking like this. Let me know. I guarantee you when I'm 60, I'm gonna be a fucking, I don't know what I'm gonna be like when I'm 70. I hope not. I ain't gonna say that. Do he have the plug on the world's greatest dermatologist? I don't know. I don't know if he's just blessed with the genetic. I don't know. But one thing I do know is to be 57 years old and still have your hair, this is why you're #1. And you are without a doubt, no question, stamped, secured into the Hairline Hall of Fame.